also went through 3 packs of batteries this week. I'm looking for something of like an alternative, you know, maybe that plugs into the wall or a USB port. A friend suggested a kickstart, you know, like, but I'm trying to be more eco-friendly. So I'm thinking solar-powered cocks. Think about it. I can line them up in my window, put a solar panel in the front yard. You can see all the rainbow cocks sparkling in the window so my neighbors can enjoy it. So they know I'm tolerant, but also getting some. Solar-powered dildos. It's just an idea. You should probably play with it. Speaking of playing with yourself, has anybody seen 50 Shades? Woo! Apparently, since that movie came out in theaters, sex-related ER incidents are up 70%. Alright guys, it's a fantasy book, not a how-to. I'm just saying. And let's be real, if this happened in real life, Christian Grey would have been arrested after the first B&E, and he'd be served in 3 to 5 with a dude named Tami. But they could reenact all the scenes. Spank me, Daddy, I've been a bad girl. Oh, choke me, Daddy. Spoiler alert, he's got 50 ties and they're all gray. Seriously, if you're not familiar with the story, it goes something like this. A rich, older guy falls in love with a young virgin. He stalks her, taps her phone, breaks into her place, and ties her up and spanks her till she cries. Now, when Christian Grey does it, it's really sexy. When I do it, it results in a restraining order. Doesn't seem fair. But in the end, the good girl turned sex slave falls in love. I think it's called Stockholm Syndrome. And she stays with him, hoping she can change him. We've all seen this story on Nancy Grace. It does not have a happy ending. So, talk about me a little bit here. I'm a natural redhead, and I had a guy ask me a little bit ago, classic question, does the carpet match the curtains, baby? Clearly, you know nothing about interior design, because everybody knows that carpet is out and bare floors are in. And the same goes for you gentlemen, okay? I do not want to have to wade through a forest just to find a piece of wood. Besides, I've already flossed. So, I was arrested with my mom once. I was 2 months old. She was hanging out in the park, drinking beer and smoking weed like a hoodlum. And the cops rolled up. Well, she thought she was slick, so she stuck the bong in the diaper bag, and we both whipped it down. Thanks, Mom. Apparently, the first thing I did when I got to the station was piss all over a cop, because I grew up listening to Dre and motherfuck the police. I still love rap music. Some of my favorites these days are Lil Jon, Lil Wayne, Lil Boosie, Lil Flip. I just wonder, is there a pattern? Maybe I just like short guys who yell a lot and say things like, "What? Okay." They're agreeable, but also hard of hearing. Looking at my exes, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like at this point in 2015, the institution of marriage is outdated. Does anybody agree with me on that? Let's get with modern times and make marriage like a cell phone contract. Surely you can fuck the same person for 1 or 2 years. Otherwise, you might want to stick with prepaid. Or Virgin Mobile. But those early termination fees are expensive, so. And if you add a kid into the mix, you just extended your contract for 18 plus. Now look, I'm not picky. I don't want to play games. I don't need any special features. And as long as I get in unlimited minutes, I don't even care if you're a smartphone. And if you really need a change and your contract's not up, just do like I did. Toss that bitch off the balcony and do an insurance claim. Okay, maybe don't take that advice. Why does every guy like to send a picture of their dick? Seriously, even the ones you haven't met yet, you know? Like, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I feel like we should share a cup of coffee before I know whether or not you shave your balls. I had a guy send me a picture on Tinder. He said, "Hey baby, would you like to ride the baloney pony?" No. First of all, I'm not a fan of processed meat products. And that looks more like a Vienna sausage. I photoshopped a sombrero on it and sent it back. Look, now you're chorizo. Hey, I like my men spicy, okay? But I wonder, who is he trying to attract with a pony? I'm a grown woman. I need something with a little more horsepower. You know, like a Mustang or a Lexus. That makes sense in my head. But, and guys always want you to send pictures to them too, like, send me sexy photos. And I might send a titty pic once in a while, but nothing really beyond that, because, like, it doesn't matter what angle I try, it always looks like an Arby's sandwich. Am I lying? I told that to a buddy in New York, and he goes, "Wow, now every time I eat there, I eat my sandwich like this." You are welcome. I just came back from New York. I was working on my master's degree. There was a guy in my class I like to call Tight Pants Brian. Best camel toe I've ever seen on a dude. I met him at a meet and greet barbecue where he was sitting across from me. We're supposed to get to know each other. And he's just generally being a douche. He stands up real quick and I'm face to face with this chunk. And I wasn't trying to look, but I mean, it was right there. And it looked painful because there was a ball on each side of the seam. I didn't see a dick. You know, I'm wondering about the guy. He must be hung like a circus peanut. The kind of guy that has to put it in your butt or you're not going to feel it. And I'm not really down for that because I try to reserve anal sex for birthdays and Michael Kors bags. Just being realistic. I remember the very first guy who ever tried to get me to do anal. I bartered with him. I was like, "Look, I'll let you do it if you let me do it first." Well, the joke's on me because he liked it. Eventually, he took it a little too far, and now he goes by Vanessa and teaches Zumba. She's my friend on Facebook. Great gal. I have some pregnant friends on Facebook. Drives me crazy with their baby bump pictures. I have one friend, she just found out she was knocked up and the pictures have started already. She's like, 11-week baby bump, so excited. Bitch, you are 11 weeks. You are not showing, you are chunky. Look, I'm just saying, she's been here for too long before she knocked up, alright? I'm just wondering though, she calls it a baby bump. It looks more like she bumped too many biscuits down her neck. I'm waiting to see if she gives birth to a party pack for Bojangles. With gravy. Oh, let's see. How much time do I have? Oh, 2 minutes. Alright, let's see.